Hi, kitty cats. It is Tuesday, and time for another set of tidbits. So tonight I'm going to welcome a friend of mine named Erica. She has a whole list of music that affected her both pre and post gender transition. So we're going to talk a bunch about music. That'll be kind of fun. Before we get to Erica, I actually there's a point that I wanted to make regarding all of the finger pointing that and all the anger going through social media in the wake of Charlie Kirk's death. And I see an interesting parallel that I want to bring up that I think will be an interesting tidbit. And then in the second hour, of course, I definitely promise we're going to get back to the Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. Last time we left things, Fortuna said she didn't want to be a woman. She wanted to be... who knows? So, stick around. There's plenty of thought-provoking entertainment for you tonight. So let me first say hi, Margie. I'm glad to see you're here, especially after somewhat of a poor night's sleep. Also, I'm happy to see Ildiko. Hi, my wife. As far as opening plugs here, I am Dr. Amethysta Herrick, of course. I am an author and a podcaster who discusses identity and gender from a scientific standpoint. So you can check the link below for more information about me and the work that I end up doing. That website you can see is purplepocland.com. And if you go there, you will find a page all about me. You can follow me on the social media networks that I'm on. And you can also read all the articles that I've written in the past about 3 years, as well as the podcasts I've done, live streams that I've done too. If you like this content, I hope you'll consider subscribing at purplepocland. You can do the same thing there. You can get a subscription for as low as $5 a month. I also like to publish articles and podcasts by other contributors. And if you're interested in contributing original work about identity and gender, then I encourage you to email me. And how are you going to do that? Well, guess what? Website has a contact page on it. So use that. There you go. All right, let me see. I've also got Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. Good to see you. Also, Bo. Excellent to see you, too. Let me go ahead and go to my... there we go. Got my comments up there even. You know, another thing I should probably do, come to think of it, is set Erica up on the thing when I get to it. Because I didn't, unfortunately. All right, so here's what I wanted to talk about before I bring Erica on. So there's been a whole lot of anger going on in social media. And a lot of people have noticed and have mentioned to me, anyway, how conservative politicians and conservative pundits are reacting after, in the wake of Charlie Kirk's death. A lot of people have said if you don't mourn what happened, if you don't mourn the person, then you must be awful. You must just be a terrible, terrible person. Now, that being said, there have been people who have laughed at what occurred. There have been people who celebrated what happened. And the response to, this even if you're not mourning, if you're celebrating, the response to that has been things like doxing, threats of violence, or worse. There used to be a website that's up. It's been taken down now, but there was a website that had social media and like where people lived. I was stunned to see it. In fact, I actually went and looked to see if I was on it. I didn't say anything bad, in my opinion, at least in the wake, but I was still concerned because it was this huge, huge backlash. Now, I want to state for the record, I don't condone either of these actions. I don't condone laughing at somebody's assassination, nor do I condone the violent response that's been, that response that's happened. And I'm going to say, I think I can understand why this is happening. I think I can understand the conservative response to this, and I think I can because I see a very close parallel with the transgender community, if you can believe this. I'm going to get there, I swear. I don't believe this is about... so let me see. So first of all, Margie mentions, J.D. Vance is now hosting the Charlie Kirk show. So it is interesting. She brings up, it proves there's no independent major media, only state-sponsored. Well, I think that's why podcasts are so important. The ability to have some of these conversations without having to have, some sort of major media. And I'm not sure I completely love major media for what it's worth, So here's what I want to say. What happened here, this response that we're seeing, I don't believe it's about the loss of human life. Because in the past few months, we have certainly seen more than enough loss of human life and violence. I could mention the two examples I could bring up from the very recent past. Melissa Hortman and her husband, who were gunned down in their home in Minnesota. So Hortman was in the Minnesota State House of Representatives. But then also Nancy Pelosi, a representative from California, maybe you're new. Nancy Pelosi and her husband were attacked in their home by a guy with a hammer. When both of those happened, frankly, there was a collective shrug among conservative politicians. Some of them laughed, for what it's worth. But here's the point. When we see this response, this is not about human life. It's not about the sanctity of human life. Because if it were only about human life, you could see a response to what happened with Melissa Hortman. You could see what happened. You could see a different response to what happened to Nancy Pelosi and her husband. And for that matter, you could probably ask about something like Evergreen High School, which took place the same day as Charlie Kirk's death. So if it's not about humans, what was this whole thing about? If you look right now, I think at politics, you can see that Republican politicians, conservative politicians, let me say that much anyway, but certainly Republican politicians have felt invincible, right? They've got the president, they've got the House of Representatives, they've got the Senate. And if you listen to the way that they talk about themselves, it appears they really believe that they rolled to victory. They rolled to victory with huge support from the American public. And this, despite statistically, more people not voting at all, more eligible voters not voting at all than voted for Donald Trump. This despite very, very slim margins in both the House of Representatives and the Senate, and this despite both parties polling very poorly. I mean, both Republicans and Democrats are polling really poorly right now, but Republicans seem to want to see these victories as proof. They're seeing them as proof that ethically they're in the right. And you can see because they're kind of trying to bulldoze through just about anything they feel they want to. No, I was talking about Charlie Kirk, right? Well, not really. I mean, what happened right after the whole incident? The first thing you saw was Nancy Mace. So somebody, if she's in the House of Representatives, has historically been critical of the transgender community. Look at me, talk about diplomacy, huh? She went on and said she believes there was a transgender person who shot Charlie Kirk. She used much more colorful language, for what it's worth. I'm sort of surprised that there could be somebody who is a representative of our government who wouldn't use slightly better language, but anyway, that's what Nancy Mace did. And Republicans, especially Nancy Mace, wanted to find this left-wing conspiracy behind all of this. They wanted to blame it on the transgender community. Now you hear J.D. Vance saying that, there are a lot of all of the violence in the in the world comes from the left wing. Which, incidentally, I don't think I'd label myself exactly left wing. But in the end, the point was that they found that the person who wielded the gun in Charlie Kirk's death was apparently a right-wing extremist. In fact, it was a kid who thought that Charlie Kirk was not extreme enough. Sort of a fascinating thought there. But what you're seeing, first of all, let me say hi to Miss Chief. Hi. Now you're seeing people facing hate just for commenting about Charlie Kirk. I mean, I put up a couple of statements, right? I put up a statement on YouTube that I don't condone these. Obviously, I didn't agree with the man, but no human life, I believe I said, is so cheap to deserve that treatment. So now when people are commenting, you have other people, conservatives, screaming, don't speak ill of the dead. Don't speak ill of the dead. And it's crazy too, because there are many people facing hate simply for quoting Charlie Kirk's actual words. Now, to me, there's kind of a fascinating thing to consider there. Quotes, are speaking truth. It's not speaking ill. Like, objectively, these are words that came out of Charlie Kirk's mouth, but it's being posed as an attack. It's being framed as an attack. And I guess I got to kind of wonder, if the words are bad to quote after death, shouldn't we really address those, really, when we're still alive? But the point is that this whole situation showed Republicans not just the death of one man, not just the death of one person whom they admired, at the very least. J.D. Vance was friends with him. It showed that Republican politics and politicians are vulnerable. It made them go, oh gosh, is all the good press that we've given ourselves, is that wrong? It was an attack, ultimately, on conservative identity. And I love to talk about identity, so what's the parallel that I see here? Maybe you've noticed, if you're transgender, the conservative rhetoric has a tendency, like Nancy Mace, to be a bit critical of transgender people. We've been called, we've been said that we steal language. We've stolen language away from academia. We force ourselves on society by forcing people to use new names and pronouns as if this is some sort of, rocket surgery sort of thing. And you get some people who snap. I went to the hairstylist earlier today, which is why I look so beautiful, although I don't really look that great. And my stylist, whose name is Ashley, if you're out there, Ashley, hi. But Ashley brought up that Lily Tino, as she likes to watch Lily Tino, or I guess she used to like to watch Lily Tino to a certain extent. And Ashley is cisgender, by the way. She's just interested in this whole thing. But Lily Tino apparently posted something recently saying, there's just too much. I get so much backlash. She said she felt backed into a corner. Backed into a corner. Some people snap. When you attack their identity, suddenly you'll get claws bared, you get teeth bared. And transgender people are very consistently attacked for our identity. It's almost never what we do. It's the people we are. And the parallel I see is that what just happened here with Charlie Kirk, this is very conservative, very similar to how conservatives have now bared their claws and their teeth. Because they see their identity. Some of these quotes, some of the ideas that Charlie Kirk had, this is their identity. It's what makes them conservative. And they saw that attacked. And when transgender people get our identity, what makes us who we are, when that gets attacked, believe it or not, humans fight back. You attack somebody's, you attack somebody's identity, people fight back. I don't condone either action. I don't condone, I don't look at Lily Tino and like applaud that she screeches to respect pronouns or names, but I also don't applaud conservative people who are screeching that we should respect thought that doesn't benefit us. But I certainly can understand what's happening. And I think that this is an opportunity for us both to learn, in fact, for the whole country, really, to learn what's going on with politics today. We keep on attacking identity, and I don't even mean just conservatives. You can look at executive orders that Trump has signed. Yes, terrible. The laws that we make, but every day there's some new attack on identity, and when that happens, well, people get irritable. So I think this is a good opportunity for us to really look at what's happened now here in social media, in our society, and recognize we have an opportunity to learn here. I don't think what we're seeing is different. I think that transgender people, somebody like Lily Tino, finally giving up is very similar to what we're seeing. These conservatives finally going, you know what? You're coming after us, we're coming after you. So there you go. That's what I wanted to say about Charlie Kirk. I thought it was somewhat of a fascinating parallel. I hadn't actually heard anything about Lily Tino until this afternoon. I was like, "Oh, I'll have to use that." what a perfect example. So, all right, let me look at a couple of these comments here, and then we'll bring in Erica. So Margie says a two-party state is only one party away from a one-party state. Well, that's a good point. It's arguable whether many Democrats constitute a political entity of consequence. Honestly, what a great point. I mean, both. My understanding is that most people don't feel represented these days, at least in the U.S. I don't know elsewhere, but and yes, we have stolen pronouns. Oh no's, oh's no's. Gosh, Margie says thousands of death threats. That's awful. All right, Erica, you here. I'm going to turn this back on. I don't know if anybody has comments they'd like to make about anything I just said with Charlie Kirk. I think I'm ready at this point to bring Erica on because I think it's going to be a fun conversation. Are you all ready to go, Erica? Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not hearing you. Hang on. We're gonna do a little thinking. Oh, hang on. I think I'm hearing something. No, I'm not hearing something. It's funny. I think I'm hearing myself. I feel like I'm hearing an echo. Oh, wait. It's my own, liberal echo chamber, perhaps. Not true. I was just kidding. There we go. Now I'm hearing you. All right. Ready to go? Oops, wait a second. Now it just went away again. Oh, for the love of all that's good and holy. It's not echoing on your end. Good. Let's get some happy stuff going. Miss Chief says lots of people in the UK think there's no political party that represents them. Yeah. I mean, I don't remember the exact statistic. I know I read something somewhere that said on the order of like 2 out of 3 people don't believe that there's any representative in the government for them. Which is stunning. Like 2 out of 3, which makes me really ask the question, like, why do we keep voting for these people then? Like, shouldn't we consider like not doing that? I just heard a little ding from your side there, Erica. It's so weird. I hear some of it, but I don't hear the rest of you. Give me 1 second. I think this has happened before. Let me bring you on and then see what happens. If we're still struggling, we'll figure it out. All right, I'm going to bring Erica on. It's sort of funny because first I have to change scenes. And then silly me, I actually forgot. It's still here as Lino. I don't know if you remember that. So there's Erica. Hello, Erica. Oh my gosh, no, I'm not hearing you. What is going on? And it could be on my side. Let's see if it's on my side. No, it isn't. I don't know. Is anybody hearing Erica? Let me ask that question too, in case anybody happens to be. We can give it a moment. Let me see if I got a joke or something. Okay, no audio? Okay, thank you, Margie. It's funny because I keep hearing something like fade in and out occasionally, and I don't know why. Okay, thank you, Bo. Out of dumb curiosity, so it's Tuesday now, right? Is there a... Speak up. So it's Tuesday now. This was an interesting weekend. Well, actually, this coming weekend, we're going into a dark moon again. But, astronomically, I think there was a huge... It wasn't exactly a harmonic convergence, but I don't know if anybody remembers that from the, 80s or 90s. But okay, I heard some other little dingy. That was what Mel called? No, for some reason that's not working. I don't know. See, I do hear like a plug, unplug, or plug kind of thing. Oh, now I'm hearing an echo of me. No, I don't know. That is strange, though, because I assume you're hearing me through your speakers and... Huh. I don't have you muted. That's it. Let's trash the place. The whole 9 yards. We're just going to tear it all down. Anyway, harmonic convergence. I don't know if anybody remembers that. It was like the 80s or the 90s. We had something that was pretty similar with a lot of planets that lined up. And apparently right near the moon. So the phrase, I've got to figure this out. So here we go. Margie says, okay, so the phrase Mercury is in retrograde drives her nuts. It's impossible for a planet to enter retrograde motion unless viewed from a planet inside its orbit. But we can't get inside Mercury. From Earth, we see it appear to move backward, but since we're both moving relative to each other, right? Isn't that how that works? I gotta tell you, everybody, I'm not exactly Kepler here, if you catch my drift. But yeah, I don't know what's going on, Erica. I wish I could help, but do you want me to hold? You want me to move back to the other while you work? Okay. All right. So anyway, yeah, Mercury retrograde. It is kind of funny. There was okay, hang on. So exactly, we can see Mars go retrograde, but never Venus nor Mercury. Do we not see them stop? I thought they'd go. They appear to go backward in their orbit, which is what retrograde is it not? I don't know. We can't enter. Yes, I was waiting for the joke. As soon as you bring up planets, right? We can't enter Mercury, but we can enter Uranus. Never mind. Oh, that's good. I got to tell you, I don't care what happens. Whenever you talk about planets, you know somebody's going to bring up Uranus. Uranus, right? Because it's not... Okay. So I see you speaking, but I still do not hear you. Okay, let me see. So Margie says they go to the far side of their orbits, but retrograde motion is when we pass at higher angular velocity inside the planet at opposition. You know, I got to tell you, that is way more erudite than I really ever expected in one of my live streams. Yeah, I pronounced Uranus correctly, I know. It's Greek, right? You know, the thing is, though, it's so... Uranus, right? Uranus was was he the son of Kronos, I think? So somebody correct me, but somehow, like, Uranus ends up losing the boy bits, and then somebody heaves them out into the ocean, like you do, I guess. And then what should happen but then floating up in the ocean, Aphrodite. Wow. Like, that's something else. I mean, when you can birth somebody literally just from, with nothing else. I mean, now of course there's a whole, masculine feminine thing here, right? The ocean has always been looked at as feminine, which is kind of neat. And of course, if you're going to throw a manhood into it, perhaps it makes some sense that we would see birth come out of it. But yeah. That's a great story. I'm just no, I'm not hearing you still. An interesting tidbit. I'm playing this game now, so I picked up this video game. Wait a second. Wait, you've been cast as Athena in a production of the musical epic. I gotta tell you, that sounds awesome. I think Athena was probably my favorite Greek goddess. What was I going to say? Oh, it was based on Homer's Odyssey? Okay, there we go. I picked up this video game. Really no good reason. I was like, I think I'll play this, but it's called Phoenix. Wait, was it called Immortals Phoenix Rising? Something like that. Phoenix is all I know it. But it's all about Greek. It's all about Greek mythology, and there's one oh, I'm hearing you. There we go. All right, let me move back to you. So just super briefly, Phoenix is kind of funny because in the whole thing, Zeus and Prometheus are actually telling this story, and every time something, well, maybe foolish that Zeus did, Zeus always ends up going, "Wait, it didn't happen like that," and Prometheus is like, "Oh, it did too happen like that." So, anyway, there we go. Funny video game if you ever want to see it. Now I am going to bring Erica on. Hello,
Yeah,
Erica.
y'all can hear me now.
Yes,
Yeah,
there we go.
there was some settings issues that I had to figure out. You got to be a genius these days, and I am not one.
Always do. No, technology is ridiculous. All right, let's
But
talk
thanks
about music.
for having me on. I appreciate it.
Oh, of course. No, let's talk music. This will be fun.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, last week during the tidbits, you brought up music, and all of a sudden, I started getting active in the chat, and it just gave me a great idea to talk to you about music because it was more my wheelhouse than some of the other subjects you might get into. Or, you know, I understand what it is to be trans, so those conversations are important, but I don't really need to join them per se. I just kind of watch what's going on. So this one was kind of an interesting idea. So I sent you a message over the weekend. I was surprised you wanted to do it. So
No, it's
I don't know if
awesome.
you wanted to set it up in any way, or I took down some notes of just some general things that I wanted to get into. But I know you're a musician too, so that matters. My cat's meowing at the door. You're not coming in, Smokey. I have my wife minding the cat for me.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, Larry sends peace and love. First of all, thank you, Larry. Not to
Cool.
mention, yeah, Sailor Moon, yeah. You can see I've got Moon and Mercury right there. And I didn't intend to do that talking about planets, by the way, since I do have Moon, Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, and Venus. But all right, so what? So these are songs. These are songs that meant something to you pre-transition, I believe, right? And
But
then
some of it's kind of, well, my idea was a much more than just a few songs. But it was more like the relationship, kind of the intersectionality that I found between um, music and discovering myself, and then being able to express that. I think
yeah,
that's
yeah,
really, and it's been with me in different facets through my whole life. So you and I are close in age. So growing up for me was, by the time I was in fourth grade, they start deciding whether you're going to sing in the chorus or if you're going to play an instrument. I wanted to play drums. This was not happening in my house. I still get in trouble for playing drums in my house. Um, but nonetheless, I decided that I was going to try to get my own way, and I put down my first instrument to be the flute, and my second was the drums, saying, "Oh, there's no way my parents let me play the namby-pamby flute, and I'll get to play the
right.
drums." Yeah, you can guess that blew up.
Well,
Yeah, yours truly wound up being a flute player. But the funny thing is, I think karma has more had something in store for me when it came to that.
right.
Right. Oh, Smokey, come on now. We are live. Let's not do that. I told you he would do that. Um, so yeah, growing up, it was like I found myself with only girls taking flute. And it started in
Right.
elementary school and then the middle school and all through my high school career. I never was very much, I presented male in school. I didn't transition till I'm an adult.
Sure.
So that wasn't happening in the 70s and the 80s. Sorry. Just,
No.
it just wasn't. So fancy. God. I'm sorry. He's making so much
No, it's
noise. I can't
fine.
even
Oh, I don't hear
distracting
him
me.
actually. So, An interesting thing. My wife played violin for the longest time. I mean, I think we still have a violin in the house, but she said she always wanted to play flute because, and correct me if I'm wrong, honey, if I'm telling the story wrong, but my understanding was that it was always the cute girls who played flute. So, like, I think that was actually maybe rather appropriate at that young age, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I know that for me, it was strange because I didn't really have great relationships, and I didn't date in high school. But I think my relationships with girls were more like friends. Like, I should have felt so out of place being one of 20 girls in the middle of the high school flute section, and
Right.
yeah, I wasn't. I just owned it. And
That's
I don't know if
awesome.
that I didn't understand where that comfort came from. I was like, I shouldn't be comfortable here. Every norm tells me that this is not where you want to be, you know.
Right.
But
Right.
I was perfectly happy with it, and I was in the marching band, and I was with the girls the whole time. It was like one of the things I liked about the marching band was the uniforms we'd wear were you were one type. So boys and girls all look the same in our
Gotcha.
marching band. There were no
Yeah.
differences in uniform. Everybody wore the same outfit.
Okay.
So it was sort of cool in that way. It never made you feel like, oh, I can't wear the right uniform or whatever. It
It's a
was
good
it was
point.
inclusive like that, which is
Yeah.
just kind of
Yeah.
kind of interesting. And I always wondered, I never understood while I was in school while that was such a thing.
Yeah.
Listen to me, my goodness.
Hi, kitty.
I don't know. He's gonna keep making noise, I think, if I don't
That's
give him some
fine.
love.
You may not have noticed, but we do tend to like cats the
Yes, of
at the
course.
shows.
That keeps as it goes.
Right. So what's in I mean I didn't start playing guitar until I think I was 17. Yeah, I think it was 17. And like there weren't I don't know that there were like social norms. I always wanted to find I've always preferred the sound of women vocals, of feminine vocals. And I always really wanted like to find a good like woman guitarist. Bonnie Raitt was there, and I think that was about it when I was growing up. Which, by the way, my wife and I went to go see. It was a week ago yesterday. We saw Samantha Fish, who's a woman guitarist, blues guitarist. So it was pretty great. It's pretty good. But anyway, moving on. So because I didn't struggle with any norms, although it was interesting that I was hoping to find a woman guitarist, but didn't. So I mean, we kind of had like opposite
Opposite, yeah,
experiences.
yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. It is, so some of the songs that during that time period, also, growing up, I mean, we talked about these during the live stream. We talked about Lola by the Kinks, which is
Yes.
really more about a drag person, or I don't know. I didn't understand, but I didn't understand why it called to me so much. Just that this is something that's so interesting, and I didn't understand why I was drawn to it. There are other songs that used to do that as well. I think there was a Beatles song that's not coming to me. Smokey, come on, and oh, well, I wrote it down so I wouldn't forget. Oh, I'll take a walk on the wild side, of course, where Lou
Yeah.
Reed has a whole verse about, the shapes of legs, and then he was a she and said, "Hey, babe," I'm like, oh my
Yeah.
God, like this used to blow my mind, and I didn't understand any of it, so just used to sit there in the background, and I don't know what kind of as I was coming into myself, there would be more songs that would take that place, of being inspiring, and then it became then it became like into my 20s after I graduated college and I was exploring myself in my 20s, like a familiar story, right? Um,
Yes.
I finally came out. I was 29 and I started to come out and present female in places. And at the time, I had met my ex-wife. She was my girlfriend at the time. Found that I liked to cross-dress, quote unquote, because that's what it was at the
Sure.
time. I didn't know any better. Um, but she was a
Same.
musician. So this is where it gets important. So to her, it was, um, I had told her about my dream of playing the drums. Buys me drums, like an inexpensive starter kit of drums, surprised
Wow.
me one day. And then next thing you know, we start in a band together, and I'm learning how to do this. First, I'm not even presenting as Erica yet. Um, just sometimes at home, or or we go out special things. But as the band stuff started happening, I at the time I was starting to be more Erica than I was anything else. And what was happening was I can't do gigs as Dead Name
Yeah.
because I'm starting to promote as myself. So next thing you know, I'm just getting used to getting on stage and making it a stage thing. I mean, how many drag people have gotten into the whole performance thing? You wind up like, oh, the best way to do it quietly is to be in the spotlight about it. You know,
Right.
of course. So that turned out to be the very slow um, integration into my world. Next thing you know, that I was, I had a life as a male person, and then I had a life as a female musician at the same
That's awesome.
time. It was, basically my whole social life had turned topsy turvy.
Yeah.
Um, so that was sort of an interesting thing, and the more I was myself, the more I seemed to feel at one with everything. And eventually I get to a point where I decided to go full time. This is after going to I used to go to music festivals where I could dress and be myself. This was
Sure.
back in the day. Yeah, it was really like hippie culture, Grateful Dead. The people are so people are so accepting in music. Um, in these different environments, music environments. I mean, because we're artists, and I think you understand the thing about artists. There's definitely some openness that comes with being an artist,
Yeah.
and so it helps you to that helps then they welcome you in. Like you're not looked at strange for wanting to be that person and express the way
Right.
you need to. This wound up being a very strong community for me for a number of years.
Yeah.
I would go back every year, and eventually it got to the point where um, these weekends would be the first time I'd get to be Erica for days and days in a row. Didn't have to go back and forth. It would be really was really eye opening, and just to be around those kind of the right people, the right environment is the culture is so important. Um, so that's certainly that era. Eventually, I'm out, and I took a break from music, which is really kind of interesting as I was developing. I was playing for a while. Eventually, had a divorce, and I wound up leaving the music scene for about 9 years.
Oh gosh.
In between that time, there were some more the trans music and culture was starting to explode. There was I wanted to talk about Against Me. You
Mm.
know, the Laura Jane Grace and the punk culture. You know, one of the things I wound up getting hooked into was the punk culture, which was the last bands that I was in.
Okay.
So um, I definitely wanted to kind of get into that. Give me one moment.
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna address a couple of comments here too. So Margie, I see that you mentioned more than a woman. I will also say, Margie, my finger slipped there, obviously. I muted you instead of the person who was right below you that you muted right as I was muting you, and I apologize. So I'm not really sure. I cannot bring you back, unfortunately. It's sort of an interesting thing there. Angela also brings up that one of the members of the Kinks apparently went to Soho in London. So I didn't realize that was like an actual person. I mean, I know very little about the Kinks for what it's worth, but and then I like this one too. Bo also brings up, yeah, the good thing about being an artist, live outside the box. I'm curious though, why can artists, why only can artists live outside the box? I mean, why is it only okay for like weird musicians and other artists to live outside the box? It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I was always fine with pushing social norms. I suppose is what I wanted to say.
Well, I think that some people live vicariously through art.
Mm,
They can't themselves, do what Marilyn Manson did on stage, but they can embody it. They can take it in and they can
yeah,
internalize it and they can feel it. And that he's doing it for them.
yeah, yeah,
In that way. I mean, that's sort of like that's why I think it's so much fun to find your way into it and become part of the production of it.
yeah,
um, it becomes very unifying of the kind of person you are, and it's very freeing. And I always kind of think of it as a bit of an exclusive type of club. It requires a little bit of talent and a little bit of guile, um, and then you also got to have um, a direction that you want to go. You know,
yeah,
um, and that you need to express for sure.
yeah. I I think when I was in graduate school, there were a lot of people who would have said that I was doing what Marilyn Manson was doing. So,
True that.
particularly on a Saturday night, they'd be like, "Oh, look at you, ended up bloody on a Saturday night. How very Marilyn Manson."
Well, the
So,
good thing about being a musician was I could start dressing more flamboyantly and grow out my hair. So it,
yeah,
it was it was a lot easier to do the social transition too, because if anybody questioned my violating of norms, oh, I'm in a band, do this, I play the drums, I play
yeah,
guitar, do this and that, and then people are just like, oh, all right, and it's
right.
immediately okay. Um, but you got to really be doing it. You can't just claim it.
Mm, maybe. I mean,
Maybe.
because I found there was another thing that really worked for me. When people go, "What the hell are you doing?" I would go, "Look, I'm from California as well," and people go, "Oh, all right, carry on." If you were in a band as well, if you, well, I'm from California and I'm in a band, like you could get away with anything, pretty much
Yeah,
anything.
that's fun. So interestingly, so after this break I took, I definitely had internalized some music over the years. I just wanted to
Yeah.
mention a couple of things. So I mentioned "Against Me." So Laura Jane Grace's album comes out in 2014, I think it came out.
Okay.
Transgender, dysphoria, blues, and suddenly here's music that's speaking directly to me, like
Right.
as nothing else ever really had. Directly. And that's when I discovered that there were a lot more trans people in the punk rock scene than I had any idea about. And of course,
Really?
her popularity, excuse me, um, definitely brought out people into the scene to feel safe to do it. No, though punk's always been like a non-discrimination kind of non-ableism
Hmm.
kind of thing. As long as you could be it's queer friendly and whatever. And metal communities are like that as well. They're very open. So I always had a strong you know feelings about music, and then I saw this and it started to really get me wanting to play again. And I wound up joining in 2022. I wound up joining up with a young musician friend of mine. She's a trans woman, and she
Mm.
was starting a band. So we wound up starting a very queer band with we had three trans women in it. We
Wow.
had yes, and we had also two cis women. So it was a pretty cool group, and it was just a great way to find community. Other trans to be with other trans people. I found out there was a really strong a trans group, a music group in the city, New York City. I live in Long Island, so
Hmm.
New York City and Brooklyn, especially. I even tried out for a couple of punk bands in the city, which was really cool. This was just before I wound up joining Girl Fiends, but I was in that band for 3.5 years, and I don't regret a minute of it.
Yeah.
And it really helped me to connect with, you know, being myself and being able to just kind of go over the top. That's what really I needed. And then it satisfied, a deep need in here. And I didn't even know how bad I needed it until I was really doing it hardcore like that.
Right.
So, one of the songs I had mentioned last week was Cherry Lips by Garbage. So I wore
Okay.
my
Yeah. Oh.
mannequin shirt for tonight. We're going to see
Hmm.
them on Saturday. Can you
Oh.
guess where? Yeah, that's right, Brooklyn. So yeah, they're
Awesome.
they're they're on tour, and I'm gonna get
Yeah.
to see Shirley again, and I'm super excited
Yeah.
about that. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with that song, but it's basically some a young male person who discovers their feminine spirit. I'll put it to you
Mm.
that way.
Okay.
And there's no stopping her after a certain point.
Oh, that's awesome.
I really wound up identifying with the story in the lyrics because it was about a, a guy who was not getting along great with a girl, and um, apparently must have had envy more than more than attraction, and that kind of opened up their mind and to their beautiful selves. And after I heard this
Yeah.
song, I just started falling apart. I started realizing that I have to go forward with things. There's a lot of love out here to be had. Yeah, and that was one of the reasons I got super excited about discussing that with you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta ask too. I probably know the answer to this, but I would assume in the punk bands you play drums, right? Not flute. That would be okay.
No, no, not flute. Of course, the drums.
I was,
I finally got to learn the drums. I taught myself the
yeah.
drums.
I mean, I
I
was
don't know.
pretty confident, but thought I'd.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, Black Flag has something that it's got like a flute breakdown. I'm lying. They really don't. It was the first name that came to mind, but it would be great, right? You've got Henry
Or
Rollins after he's finished something. He goes, "Okay, hang on one second, everybody." Something like that. I don't know how you do that. Obviously, is it
this way.
this way? Which way
Yeah,
which way does it goes off? Toward the left?
yeah.
Do they have left-handed flutes? I'm left-handed.
No, you hold it to the right.
Oh,
I have the mirror on, so maybe that's confusing you.
yeah, that's no good. Yeah, I'm left-handed. It would never work.
Oh, you don't. It
But
doesn't matter because which hand is which. They both do the same kind of work.
oh,
You
okay.
would your left hand would still be the front. Your right hand would still be the far right. It wouldn't change how you play if you're right-handed or left-handed. It's not that kind of instrument.
Wait, do they really make left-handed flutes though?
No,
Oh,
not necessary.
see,
It's
there we go. You can start a Trans Jethro Tull cover band.
oh hell yeah!
Can you
Did
imagine?
bench? Oh yeah, let's go.
Yes, right.
It'd be great. I guess the only other so what I got wanted to get into is I was amazed at how many trans people are really in our music community here in New York and worldwide. I follow people in all different countries who are trans and doing stuff in all over this country. A lot of it's punk, but not all of it. And it's been really just fantastic to see.
Yeah,
Now, I
yeah,
guess the last bit that I wanted to tell you about was the post-surgery Led Zeppelin thing, because I mentioned that last week, and this is the craziest one I think of all. So, like you, I had the same surgery you had back in February, and I'm doing great. When I came home from the hospital, I put on the speaker, I put on some music. The first song was Wildflowers by Tom Petty, which I
okay.
adore that song. And I'm like, the lyrics just really kind of hit me. I start crying. And then for whatever reason, my speaker just goes to the next song and starts playing a Stairway to Heaven. And I'm like, okay. And for the first time, I'm like looking at the lyrics from a different point of view, having gone through transition.
Right.
So, like getting the surgery was like buying my Stairway to Heaven, and I started to like internalize the whole thing musically. When the guitar solo started, I started sobbing. I was so into the connection, and the song will never mean anything else to me, or it might not ever mean the same that it did before. And it's weird because it's such a hugely popular song and can be interpreted in so many ways. But but to find that I found a trans allegory, and obviously my brain was ripe for that. Um, but I don't think I heard anything more beautiful in my whole life. And that's pretty amazing because I've heard the song 1,000 times.
Right.
I don't know what it was about this particular time, but it sent me off. So, so I just wanted to expose this very strong connection with the trans and queer community that's in music, and I wanted to share it with you.
Yeah. No, thank you. I I got to tell you, Stairway to Heaven has never really spoken to me much. Um, I may have to go and listen to it again now because it's that would put a different spin on it. I gotta admit, I think some of the lyrics. Well, let me rephrase that. Most of my life, like I didn't give a damn about lyrics, right? Because most of what I've listened to has been blues. And so it's like you don't really care. It's always the same thing, right? You know, the woman left you, somebody left you, something, but you feel bad, and then you feel bad for two verses, and then you play a solo, and then you come back and you feel bad, and then the song's over. So yeah, I don't know. I mean, I when I was hearing that song, I was not listening. I will go back and listen to it now. Thanks for uh, thanks for turning me back on to that. I'll try it.
Yeah, it's going to be a different reorientation on it, and you might find that interesting. I don't know. Just
Mm-hmm.
was my experience, and um, hell, I could have come in and just done 15 minutes and told you only about that, and that'd have been fine. But I'm so glad that we got to talk about all of
Oh yeah,
this. Yeah.
yeah.
Did you have
I
any
appreciate
questions?
it.
Do you have any questions that you wanted to ask me about it that came up that you didn't?
There was something, and it was like in the first 10 minutes, and I've totally forgotten it by now. But there was one other thing I was going to say.
Mm.
Ah, damn, forgot that one too. Oh, no, 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 I know what I was going to say. I got to tell you, I guess I didn't realize there was the punks that I've known, and maybe it's just the punks that I've known, have not been super accepting. Yeah, I think that's
Weird.
the way I'd put it. And so
Maybe they're
that's strange.
not real punk.
Right, right.
They're just posers. So
All they have is the hair, right?
yeah, exactly. I'm me too. I'm like going blue right now.
Which is pretty sweet. Have you seen Thistle's or and heard Thistle's song that she posted last week? Did you see that?
I have not. I have not heard that. There was a lot of noise last week, and you kind of touched on it earlier. Yeah. No, I hadn't heard it.
I will. I'll send you a link to it. I don't see Thistle on tonight, but I'll send you a link to it. So, all right. Well, cool. Um, First of all, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Coming and talking. It's always cool to talk to you, and of course, about music's even better.
Of course.
All
It's
right.
amazing. Thank you so much for having me on. I really appreciate it.
Yes. Thank you. I'll go ahead and switch back just to my face now. Bye. All right. I am gonna take a break. Gonna go. It's supposed to be 5. I don't even know what the hell happened there. Like 8, holding up 8. I don't know what the deal is. So I'm gonna take 5. Loves the Brooklyn accent, right? The Long Island accent actually is the one that gets me. But so I'm gonna take 5 minutes, and then I promise. We were gonna play Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood on Sunday, and then it didn't happen. So I don't. I'm just ended up being more fun for me anyway to continue to answer questions. So I'll take a 5 minute break, and then I'd love to get back into Cosmic Wheel Sisterhood. So see you very soon.